So I'm way conflicted sometimes, like, shit happens and I don't know how to deal with it. So generally when that's something like that happens, it's like, I have the emotional side of me and I got the logical side of me. And so when there's a conflict or like a problem or a dilemma or anything like that, I go to the emotional side, it's like, find an answer. And I go to the logical side and I'm like, find an answer. And then generally the emotional side will turn out some answer and the logical side will turn out some answer. And they'll be like, no, I have two choices. I either choose this or I choose this. Or maybe I'm like magical and I find a compromise between the two. It doesn't always happen, but it's really nice. But generally, in some way, for a lot of conflicts and whatever, I always have some problem with it because it only satisfies one part of me. And at the other part, that's okay because I will be never fully satisfied because I'm like somebody with like multiple personality disorder, except without actually having it. It's really lame, and it sucks. But anyways, sometimes there's like those times where the emotions kind of overrun the logic and then I suddenly can't function anymore and it really, really sucks. It really sucks. And then sometimes the logic is like, fuck you, emotions. It comes up with this really logical plan and everything like that. My emotions are like, no! Because generally my emotions are kind of okay with whatever like I logically choose because I'm a very logical person generally when I'm not being crazy and stuff. But then there are these times when the logic comes up with these really kind of, it's like thinking out of the box sort of responses, and then those decisions really, really suck. Usually. Well, it's kind of like, oh, this is kind of probably the best decision I can possibly have sort of thing, but then it's like my emotions are like, no, but I don't want that. And then they just whine, and then I'm just like, and it makes me have more problems because then it's just like, my emotional side is like throwing a bitchy fit like a toddler. And it's like, you need to solve this in a way that I want you to solve it. And then it doesn't provide any answers. And then sometimes there's like this like person in the back of my mind that looks like Yzma, and then she has like all the answers and she knows like the past, present, and future. And then every once in a while she'll drop like these little hints. Like she'll giggle at something, or she'll be like, ah ha 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 ha, you know it's not gonna happen. For like, and it is like, how do you know? And then it always turns out right. And it's really weird, and it really kind of sucks too. Because she will never be around when I want her to be around and like help out in the way that I would want her to help out. And then it's just, and then she just sits in the back of my mind and laughs at the things that I do. It's really sad because it's kind of like, well, could you laugh or could you like help the fuck out? And she's like, no, this is so funny. It's better than soap operas. And it's like, no, you're not helpful. Ah!